Alright. We got the $20 replay review, aka the FF at $20 replay review, where people send me $20 and then I stop streaming and then I review a replay live on stream. Got a Vel'Koz loss. I would really prefer losses at the very least, so that we can actually go over stuff. Wins are just wins, right? But yeah, we got Squidward. Squidward in the mid word, dude. Oh wait, let's invade. You're playing the positioning fine. Sticking behind Blitzcrank, I like that. I'm not yelling at you about that. That's a good thing. Why aren't you following him? Always, wherever your CC goes, that's where you go, bro. Oh god. Alright, the exhaust was super wasteful by him. I don't know how you guys get that kill. That Blitzcrank must have, or that Pantheon must have just absolutely no resistances at all. That seems crazy. And he didn't flash. Like, I thought for sure he'd get out. I am looking at some fucking goofball shit right now. Pulls the Alistar, 3-man knockup coming. Alistar doesn't even knock him up. What the fuck? Stupid ass cow. Dude. If I'm Alistar, I get pulled into 3 people. Like, I can't wait to press my buttons. Alright, so the invade continues. This is so goofy. Really? We're gonna do this? This is so... Okay, this is so dangerous. So your team is being retarded here. And they get it, though. I'm telling you what, dude. Hook whiffs. They should not be able to get away with this. Oh my god. Okay, let's go back in the mid where you're at. Sorry, I just had to watch that. Okay, so you're facing Zed. It looks like you have Barrier. I like Barrier. I like Barrier better than Exhaust sometimes. I would definitely consider Exhaust here. Just because Zed, it's not like... It's not like you have a choice if Zed wants to get to you. He's gonna get to you, right? So, Barrier isn't gonna block as much damage as Exhaust will. And Exhaust has a little bit more utility for yourself and for your team later. It's one of those things where I feel like Zed is one of those cases where if he wants to all-in you, no matter if if you position just right, he will get on top of you. You're not gonna be able to stop him. Just one quick dash forward and then he's on you. So I don't know if I don't really know if Barry's the best choice. It looks like you're very scared to get CS here. I don't know why. The wave's pushing at him. You definitely can push here. Oh, you're walking over the shadow. Oh my god. Don't do that. Don't do that in mid. The reason why is if Pantheon was coming, let's say if Pantheon did some path where he shows up here, you're dead every time there. So this is good damage. Tank a turret shot, not sure if it's necessary, but you do make a pretty good trade there, dude. I dig that. He probably... Yeah, he's getting chunked down pretty hard. You can definitely look to keep up the aggression, but I would be more inclined to just try to get myself out of this position now that I didn't get the kill. Ward should probably be deeper. Ward should probably go here, or at the very least should go here at the base. I would prefer here over the wall. That gives you more time to react. Pantheon has no gap closes, so it's not like he's going to path. It's not like he's going to be able to path over this wall or anything. He's going to have to path downriver, which you'll probably see. But he's point and click CC. You don't really want to see. This is, oh my god, it's going to happen too. Okay. Thankfully, Wukong happened to be there, coming in mid at the same time. Because if he wasn't coming there, you're probably gonna die. Because he was gonna actually path right around your ward. Because see that spot? Okay, so you don't have mana. This really hurts. At least Wukong is collecting the checks. This farm struggle right now. What the fuck? He almost fed your lane. Almost. This all happens because this actually starts because of your positioning, to be honest. So you shove the lane, and then you get kind of stuck in a compromising position, but then the lane's pushing back to you. You're still pressing up, and I don't know why. Your mana's super low, and I'm pretty sure Vel'Koz mana cost, yeah. You have, what, enough for one spell, maybe? So you're sitting up the lane when the lane's gonna push to you anyways. I don't know why you're standing here. What are you hoping to do standing here? Position here. Position there. There's nothing for you to do. You have no mana. You can't all in him. You don't have ignite. Why are you there? So Wukong comes forward and tries to gank. Zed goes this way to try to pull you towards Pantheon, which is actually a pretty smart move, all things considered. You have the ward here. If you'd placed it up, which only takes like a fraction of a second more to put it up here, you would have known that Pantheon's upriver before you put yourself in this position. So now you chase in, but you're chasing in. You shouldn't even really want this fight too much because both of you are out of mana. Okay? Neither one of you are really, even if you get on top of him, he still has flash and you know that. He still has ignite and you know that. And unless Wukong and Vel'Koz can pull some serious damage from outside of their ass, like it's going to be very thin if you get the first blood. Like it's going to be thin as in, if you get the first blood, you'll be lucky if it's just the first blood, not a 2-for-1 or a 2-for-0 because Pantheon will show up or something, right? But then the teleport comes out, Pantheon shows up, which, by the way, if you put the ward here, you would have known that he was going to show up. You burn barrier and flash and all your shit, and Yorick shows up. That's the most hideous TP I've ever seen in my life. That is a NA TP if I've ever seen it. Wow. That was an ugly TP. York misses a lot of farm top, and Jarvan, oh my god, Jarvan, don't do it to him. Not well, no, please, no. Hit him with it. Get him with it, whoop his ass. Whoop his ass, Seabass, get him. Win it. Well, why not wait for your E? Why not wait for your E? What the fuck? Why not wait for your E and just kite it back? What the fuck? Okay. Alright. Anyways. So we're back with our boy Vel'Koz now. Now has no summoners, now losing in farm. Again, you set yourself up for this. You set yourself up for this because the way that you warded and the way that you positioned when the gank came. So the next time you see that gank, the optimal way to play it when you have no mana, once Zed is moving upriver, just give it to him. Give it to him, push your lane, reset your mana so you don't blow your summoners and you don't miss too much farm. Pink ward, bad spot. Put the pink ward here. This pink ward doesn't do as much as that pink ward, okay? This pink ward covers this avenue. That's it. This pink ward covers here, covers here, covers here. Like, it does way more, okay? Okay, you should have gotten all in. Oh my god, what is he doing? Jesus. So, when he turned 6, I don't know if he forgot to level or what he did wrong. Yikes. Ugly. So you're pretty exploitable, by the way. He should have, as soon as he turned 6, he should have all in you. He didn't, thank God. And then he took a chunk of damage, and now he's out of lane, pretty much, right? I would be very, very... In the future, like, if you're facing a better mid lane, you would have died there, by the way. Thankfully, you're facing a bad mid lane. Better mid laner, though, would have ulted you, and you would have been dead there. So, kind of anticipate that he has the XP lead over you, and he's liable to hit 6 a little bit before you. Thank God he's horrific, and that he didn't, like, just ult you, which he should have. My brain. Good job. You're kiting pretty smartly here. Really good job. That's great. So Zed lets you, let you back in by getting too close to the ult. Looks like he got close to you without his W being up. Which, I mean, we've already seen this Zed in action, so we know. If you're Zed there, you probably should have your W up if you're going to stand your Vel'Koz like that. Did you just barrier? It's alright. It's alright, dude. Minions on your tower? Those things are scary, dude. They're scary minions. Clutch, dude. That was sick. Why are you standing here, though, right now? Are you, like, unplugging and plugging your keyboard back in or something? Okay. I don't know why you're standing where you're standing. But if I was your top laner, I would be so annoyed right now. So, when Zed is top, you need to be, pushing. Go hit the turret. Hit the turret, dude. Go hit the turret. Go hit the turret! Ah! Okay, now you're like, oh, he's missing, guys. Oh god, you're one of those mid laners. But seriously though, once that wave was pushed in, you know, I'm going to assume for the purposes of this replay that you were making sure that your keyboard doesn't burn your barriers anymore. But like when you but when you have that siege wave pushed in and then you don't see Zed, like you need to go and hit the turret. Okay. Go hit the turret. It's good that you're just shoving the lane like this. I like the auto shove, that's good. That also buys you a lot of space. And then you just force him, you know, you get to back first, you get control. Now, this stage, it's kind of gets a little hairy. I would just keep pushing, and now I'd be a little bit more scared to hit the turret, to just hit the turret. Because Pantheon's level 6. I mean, he was level 6 already, but you had a huge wave under there, and I don't think Pantheon was just going to one-shot you or anything. But now that he's going to have red buff, he's going to start getting some items, going to start getting some XP. Well, I was going to say if Zed stays around mid, then you have to be careful here. But anytime you don't see Zed, then yeah, I would go to hit the turret, but be aware of where everyone is. Because anytime you get close, he's just going to ult you probably. But if I was in mid, I would really want Pantheon to be coming to me, especially if Zed isn't doing anything but killing your top lane. Why are you following? Ugh, I hate this. Go hit this. Wukong's here. So what? What are you doing? Go break the turret. Hit the turret. Hit the turret. You're sitting on a ward. Look at all this time wasted. Why are you barriering? Why are you flashing? Why are you doing any of this? He didn't even hurt you yet. He fucking tickled you, dude. Look. Look. Tickle, tickle, tickle. He didn't even hurt you. What is this? Pantheon diddled you and you barriered because of it. And then you flashed. He diddled you. So Zed's gonna roam again. You're pushing the lane. Red team's turret has been destroyed. That's good that you keep pushing. You could definitely play more aggressive right now if you hadn't burned your fucking barrier or your flash. Right? Listen, you're, you gotta remember, dude, your Pantheon, this Pantheon is not just gonna fucking one-off you. It's Pantheon jungle. He doesn't have Ignite. He has no kills. And that's on you to be catching it. Okay? Now, you don't have flash. Now, if you hadn't wasted that shit, you would be fine. That's why you need your shit. That's why you need to keep your shit. You'd be greedier with it. All right. This is some of the greatest mid laning I have ever seen in the history of mid lane. I don't understand. He could hit R again, I know. Yeah. He could. Red team. Alright. So, you keep kind of wandering around like you're unsure about yourself. Let me tell you some things that you're doing right in this gameplay, okay? You're doing a lot of things wrong, but you're doing some things right. First off, I like that you're shoving the lane over and over again. What I don't like is how you don't hit the fucking turret. The other thing that I don't like is how you're not being, like, robotic about it. Like, fucking go shove the turret, or go shove the lane. Just shove the lane over and over and over again. That way, if he roams, he keeps missing farm and you keep getting a lead. You shove the lane and he roams, then you just hit the turret and then back away when people rotate back to you. But when you are just shoving the lane and then you're not doing anything out of it, you could shove the turret, then maybe go farm your camps on the side, or their camps even, if you don't want to hit the turret. But you need to extend that lead that he's giving you. He's giving you free reign right now. Pantheon's not fed, thank God. Zed is so retarded that he can't, like, even swap back to his fucking shadow. So, you need to take advantage of this, okay? That's like me playing Zed. That's like me if I play Zed. That's what this guy is. That's like a Nisi Zed, dude. I've played Zed twice. That's how I would look if I played Zed. Subscribe. Mylon, thanks for 5 months. Appreciate it, buddy. To the Nisi You're following again. Why? Why is everyone's first instinct lowy low to follow? Do you honestly believe? Do you honestly believe that you need to follow this guy for some reason? Without shoving the lane first. You can shove the lane in 2 spells. Why wouldn't you just shove 2 spells, tax this wave, and then follow? Because let me explain this to you. Following him mindlessly does nothing. He's gonna beat you there. He can beat you if you follow him. If he knows how to swap, he can just turn on you if you follow him straight away. Pantheon has a global, Wukong's topside, right? You can't see Pantheon, you can see Wukong topside. So at best, you're gonna be 3v3ing. Worst, 4v3. Alright, so now, if you follow him, if you just follow him without shoving, you're not getting any value out of this. But if you shove the lane, hit the turret, maybe Pantheon shows himself here, then you follow. Maybe then you follow, and then Zed's like, well, shit, I can't get anything done. And then Zed has to walk back into lane. Then you can catch him in one of these brushes or something. Or if you follow after shoving the turret, you know, maybe Wukong comes down, and then maybe he hits the turret, and then you go down. But there's like so many things that you're missing because you're just mindlessly following. This is what I was talking about in the video, like the all rolls carry video or whatever. Your only thing that you have to do is just get big and clear this fucking wave, push this wave in and take your turret. You're not an assassin, and assassins are fucking whack anyways. Just push, hit the turret, kill it, maybe get some farm, and just get so much XP and damage that no one can even touch you. Wow, this fucking running around goofball and shit, it doesn't do anything. Goofballing, dude. So here, perfect example. Your team is getting shit done, right? Jarvan comes down, teleports, whatever. But you're like following because you really want that fucking 1 kill. When you could get fucking 400 gold worth and the wave and maybe a second wave just by staying in your lane. You're not even doing anything right now. Look at this. Look, you just walked down here to split XP with Jarvan. You would have gotten all this XP in mid lane. You missed it all. All of it. And you're still staying. Look. See this? That's 2 waves gone. You didn't get them. That turret would have been gone. These waves would have been gone. You could have taken jungle. You could have roamed top after you take the tower and shoved the wave into the second tower. You could roam top and get something done. All that time wasted. That flash wasn't bad. The zonies, meh. Yeah, oh, okay, I guess it was bad. You gotta flash a little sooner on the Pantheon. But yeah, you'd already be way bigger in that scenario. You would have had more XP. You probably would have been level 12 before that fight. Someone in my chat's talking about how in low elo people always demand that you roam, and I might put my chat up in the future in these videos. But let me just say this: no one knows what the fuck they're doing. Gold, silver, bronze. No one knows anything about what they're doing. Okay. I'm not saying I'm the greatest mid lane of all time, but I've done a bunch of these 100 games to diamond things with different types of mids, from assassins to like farm champs. Assassins roam, sure. Vel'Koz isn't gonna roam. He's gonna push his lane, then follow, maybe, if he likes what he sees. That's what you're gonna do. No one fucking knows what they're doing. Everyone just thinks that, like, he's here, why aren't you here? That's not how it goes. It's just like expecting a Victor to follow. Like, good Victor's not gonna do that, and you shouldn't expect him to. That's your responsibility. But if you let idiots try to dictate how you play, especially after I'm telling you, if you have any champ like Vel'Koz, who's just shoving and getting big. Good Zonius. Good try. But here's the thing, you're dying right now, and a big part of why you're having struggles is because you didn't extend your lead here with all that bullshit that you did chasing around your lane. You didn't extend your lead. You should have been, if I was in this game, I would have been level 12 or level 13 by now, 100%. And that, like, whether or not you're misplaying these spots or you're playing them perfectly or not, you would have had more health and more stats to work off, more damage to work off of and shit like that. More items, more everything. So, to me, this game, a big part of why you're struggling, you're also facing a heavy dive comp, which can be tough. You're facing, like, Pantheon, Alistar, Zed, obviously. That's going to make things a little difficult for you. But falling behind in XP in the way that I've seen this game so far is unacceptable, given the action, right? Some games, you know, you get camped, whatever, you fall behind. This Jarvan's, like, trying to fucking carry you guys so hard right now. You don't have ult, so you're just doing what you can with your damage. That's good. Wow. That Vayne was not fucking around. Let's look at this again. Vayne played it well. Nothing you can really do about that. He went in on you. But as you can also see, yeah, your CS is very low. Vayne is huge and doesn't give a fuck right now. I'm trying to see if there's any other big... Wow. Can we get that in slow-mo, please? This is just great in so many ways. I have never seen so many blocks. This Jarvan is... He's trying to take care of you guys, dude. He's trying to hook you up. Okay, so he pings Baron. Don't know if I agree with the Baron. But he's trying to force you to do it. So he smartly gets away from the Baron. You're sitting over here floating. I mean, you could try to work off this guy. But you should still be baiting your team. Pantheon ults down. You're kiting back as best you can. Vayne's gonna fuck you up. Still good kiting. You're playing this okay. I have no problem with this. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to say, I'm gonna have to say, if you lose this... Yeah. You see what's happening here? Is I want you to notice how this Vayne is just barely fucking living. And getting you killed in the process. Or I guess you barely live there. Like, notice how all these fights are like super sketch with the Vayne, like just barely surviving fights or just almost outplaying you guys. I really think this game is as simple as you just followed the roams too much. You followed the roams too much, and you didn't get as much farm as you needed to get, which is like a mechanical error, which I got it. But like, Jarvan, look at Jarvan. Level 15, you are level 13 right now. You should be right up there with him. And because you aren't, Jarvan dies. Vayne gets a double, is gonna get a triple. Quadra. Yeah. Alright. This game is totally, in my opinion, on you. This is a winnable game that, with the guy that you had on your team, you shouldn't lose. The reason you lost is because you did not take objectives, you did not prioritize farm, and you did not prioritize, you didn't understand, I guess, how to handle with roams. I'm not saying that your team is godly. I'm not saying that your Sivir is godly. I'm not saying your Blitzcrank is godly. I'm not saying that even your Jarvan's godly. All I'm saying is that if I was playing Vel'Koz, and I don't even play Vel'Koz, if I was playing Vel'Koz in this game, given what happened this game, I think that I would have won it easy. And I think that that's with me being a mechanical idiot on Vel'Koz and having no idea what I'm doing. Because your macro is shit. You're probably mechanically better than me on Vel'Koz, right? But your macro is shit. And you need to understand that this mindless fucking Roman stuff, you don't just roam. Push this fucking shit and take turrets, hit towers. When people roam, you hit towers and you get more farm. Oh, I don't. And chat's saying that, like, I'm better than you mechanically at Vel'Koz. I'm probably not. Seriously. Probably not. But one thing that I wouldn't have done is I would not have missed that much farm, first off. And I would have prioritized farming over just about everything else and getting the turrets down and the objectives down. The other thing about shoving these waves in is it opens up the map for you to make plays. If you allow this lane to break even, you don't... How do I best explain this? So, when you have minions on the turret here, okay? If you have minions pushed to the turret here, this entire jungle area, once the minions have hit here, is completely hidden. Unless they have vision of it somewhere, okay? So, if you push this wave in, then that opens up your follows and your roams and things like that. Like, if you don't want to even follow Zed, you want to shove the tower and go top, that's an option for you. But you're just letting the Zed, who's dog shit at Zed, you're just letting him dictate the rest of the game. Because he just roams. His roams don't even make sense either. The minions were in the middle of the map at one point, and he just left. Which is like retarded. As Zed, he should be pushing to you first. And then roam. But he gives you the option. He's like, I'm just going to leave the minions here. In which case, you need to push and then you roam. So, in my opinion, I think that if you had farmed better and you roamed less and just focused on the mid lane, like the core shit, and check out the all rolls video where I talked about mid, because this is exactly why I say what I say, because this shit happens all the fucking time. I think that if you did that, you would definitely win this game, and I think you'd have a way higher amount of damage to work with, and just off of raw numbers, you could have won it. But anyways, I don't need to see the rest. I know how the rest goes. This was a great replay. And don't think of me as like flaming you, and don't think that you can't get better or anything like that. I'm just going off of what you showed me this game, and it's a good fucking learning video for mids out there that like people know they always bitch and they're like, follow him, just follow him. It's like, no, you don't. Play against a good mid. Play against a high elo mid and see if they just mindlessly follow. They don't. They get huge, and then they just raw damage, like raw numbers. They out team fight you. Okay. Thank you very much for doing this. I hope you guys loved it on YouTube. If you want your replay reviewed by myself, all you got to do is donate $20 to the stream, and then give me the link to make sure the link works. And if the link works, we'll do the FF at $20 replay review. All right. This is new. We're going to try this for a while. I appreciate all you guys watching, and I'm out. Peace. Peace, cracks.